Carefree Black Girl, where we discuss everything carefree, black, and girl. It's your girl, Dr. Phoenix Lux, your favorite fantasy baddie and therapy. Before I pass it off, I want to say Happy Black History Month. Big soul line in the house, you know I'm saying? So we can look hurt.
Because we celebrate over here.
We celebrating. It's all about black love, especially black self-love and black love for women. So we're going to talk about our women in films, and I am going to pass it off to the lovely Hazel Harvey.
It's Hazel Harvey, out the way, out the mix, and drinking her water and minding her biz. I'm going to pass it to my good girlfriend, Jazzy.
Hey, y'all. It is me, that one from New York.
Yeah.
But yes, it is Jasmine Taylor, and I'm hyped to be back here with y'all. I miss y'all. I love y'all, and we got a good show today.
And period.
Go ahead, my good sis.
All right. And last but certainly not least is your girl Big Les, your favorite veteran turned entrepreneur.
Today is the 67th annual Grammy Awards, and we just want to shout out to all the beautiful women, the beautiful black women who were nominated this year, such as Beyonce. Yes. We have Doechii, we have Brandy, we even have Monica, because of course they Ariana Grande did a sample,
Yes.
Boy Is Mine sample. So they were nominated alongside Janae Aiko, Glorilla,
Big love.
not the little one.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of Glow. I'm really proud of Glow because she's been working overtime.
But we don't have favorites.
I don't have favorites, but I'm really proud of her. Like, I give her homage. Look.
Come on,
Either way, we also have SZA, Coco Jones,
Yeah.
Thames, and Big Lotto. So shout out to all the beautiful black ladies who were nominated this year for the 67th annual Grammy.
I love that because it's really just like a lot of amazing black women like in this industry really representing for us. And I really want to shout out definitely like the dark-skinned women that were nominated, because I feel like in this day and age, it's like,
For sure.
baby,
Shout out to Doechii.
where's the love?
Yes.
Where's the love for the dark-skinned woman? Like, where is the love?
And shout out to Coco Jones as well, because she's
Yes.
been working since she was a little girl on Disney, so
Okay.
it's like, shout out to her.
Honestly, to see Coco Jones here, like, I thought I grew up with Coco Jones.
Same.
So to see Coco Jones here, it's like, wow, like a star really just birthed. Like, because I did not, like, honestly, if you would have asked me as a younger
really
self,
came
like,
up.
I would thought she should be my Disney sister. And now she, like,
And
really
she can blow, too. Like, my
with
girl
amazing
can
girl.
I feel like it's a great overflow of powerful, beautiful black women of all different walks of life, to where the younger black women, even younger to us, might see him like, oh my gosh, I want to be like her. I'm sure, because growing up, I wanted to be Brandy and Monica at some point. I'm sure at Easter
Was y'all
Sunday.
Brandy or Monica?
I was about to say, who were y'all, Brandy or Monica?
I don't know.
I was Brandy. Okay?
My first thought said
Because
Brandy.
they
I
told
was
me I
always
looked like Brandy. I
Monica.
had the Brandy doll. I was obsessed. I got
was
the
always
Brandy
Monica.
version.
I guess because
don't
Monica
know.
got the little thug in us, so I think I was
No,
always
she said,
Monica.
no, girl.
I wasn't
He's
like,
mine.
I was too young during that phase. So I wasn't even born.
Call us old.
That's
so shade.
That's so shade. I just wasn't born at that
So
time.
we'll tell you what used
Shout
to
out
happen.
to the women in their
So back
30s.
then, we used
I know
to.
what happened. Because I watched the verses.
She said, I
watched
read it in the
verses
history
verses.
books.
But what I'm saying is, like, I just want to shout out to Ariana for really bringing those two back for
No,
that
for real,
moment.
for real.
Like,
Not
that
for
was amazing. Because
sure.
she could have just took the sample and ran with it and bitch just said, this song is mine.
Yeah.
But for her to bring them back and for the Grammys to nominate both of them, like, that, it wasn't just The Boy Is Mine, Ariana Grande on the nomination. It was featuring Brandy and Monica.
I love
remix.
that.
So
Yeah.
I love that. I love that moment for them. And that's what a lot
Absolutely.
of people still need
Black
to do.
Iana
these
better
days.
had did that.
Not Black Iana.
Keon B, bring your ass here, girl. But no, for real, I really love this for SZA. I've been hanging tough with SZA since Ice Moon and Teen Spirit.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. I love that she was very alternative, and she kind of stayed true to that. Even with her latest artwork in her album, I love it for Victoria Monét, who really, really got in her bag cultural-wise on My Mama, if you haven't seen the video. I would like to see more NB or non-binary representation, like Aniko
yes.
get nominated, because they give such high vibrational music. Even though I know the Grammys be a little
Sidebar, real quick. Because you did mention Aniko. I noticed she's starting to change her music a little bit, and I heard in one of her lyrics she said, "This is what y'all want to hear." So now she's kind of doing like this more trap sound, and it makes me sad.
I kind of like that they do that, and they just so y'all know, they are non-binary, and they kind of allude to that because they are very on the femme presenting side, so they're kind of like a femme. But I get it though, because I feel like every major artist had to have that little bit of heartbreak where they had to make that one song to get the money. Like,
it's a
Say
few
So
videos.
was that for SZA. Not SZA, excuse me.
So.
Doechii Cat. She ended up like saying she hated performing that song, but it was that one that really took her there. And I know, well, for the men, J. Cole, what was this song? Workout? Mm-hmm. He kind of later talked about that sentiment of like, they said, hey, you need something that can play on the radio.
Yeah.
That's
true. And same thing with
true.
Nicki Minaj. Her Roman Reloaded album, her second album, like she very doesn't really like to acknowledge that. You know, she no pop.
I don't
was
even like to
pop,
acknowledge it. I have it in my house right now.
And like she's pop really got her to where she is.
Right.
It's like but like baby,
when they get to bringing up Starships, you can
I purchased that album. I actually went to Best Buy and purchased
the album during that time, but I think it's a part of the process, like when you're starting out on a job and they have you doing things that aren't related to your job, but you know, either I'm gonna make nice and get to where I want to be, or either I'm gonna try to go my own path and it's gonna be difficult.
Right.
So I think Aniko, I think they're doing that.
I think so too. But you know, for the day ones, it's just like, you're so talented, but we know you.
Right. But Leslie, do you have like anybody like that was nominated, or you like wish was nominated, that really inspires you with music?
I think the person that I like and I think that everybody loves is Beyonce. And you know, my girl, she continues to just take home these wins. But I just like that she carves her own path, and she literally has been nurturing herself and her career for a long time, even before she left Destiny's Child, in my opinion. So to see her be awarded or nominated so many times over the years, project after project, my girl been nominated.
Takes
okay,
discipline a lot.
So you talking about Cowboy Carter, and now this time she's being nominated for what we would dub country, right? Whoa. Like, you know, I'm just like, and 11 times this year she's nominated. So it's just like really good to see that, and she's someone that inspires me, and she a big Virgo, okay? So love to see it.
I don't mean to shake the table, but I feel like they're playing in her face a little bit, because they give her every category except that one album of the year.
Damn.
She's been nominated more than anyone else. She has the most Grammys, but they will not give her that. Even Adele was like, what the fuck does she have to do to get this? And she broke hers in half when Lemonade came out and gave it to her. So while it's like great to see her getting nominated, I don't know if I would keep going if I was her, because I'm motherfucking Beyonce.
I mean,
and y'all ain't gonna keep playing with me.
I mean, we did say, you know, at some point it is kind of a political thing when it comes to things. So it's you know, to me, gotta play devil's advocate sometimes. How I look at it is, it's like, because it's not, I don't know who's at the table when it comes to who's supposed to be nominated, right? However, I be feeling like it might be, we love this woman so much, but that 1%, we just can't let her have it. And that's how I feel. And it's like, it's not fair to her, because we see Beyonce work since I was a little girl, like Leslie said, before the separation of Destiny's Child. Exactly. And I feel like that's, at some point, they got to give her full flowers. Don't just give her 11 roses when it's 12 in a dozen.
So my message to the Grammys, when is it time to be fair and play the game how it's supposed to be played?
Yeah.
Or are y'all rolling back DEI too?
Yeah, but that's my message. But shout out to all the women. And are y'all going to Cowboy Carter tour?
I think I am. I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't like quite on it with her last tour, but I ended up getting like a last minute ticket. No regrets. None whatsoever. I enjoyed that So I really want to see her again, and I'm glad she ain't quit last year.
Yeah, I didn't like the Cowboy. I'm gonna be real. I didn't like the Cowboy Carter album. Country's not. It's just country. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
But Renaissance was just such a regret to miss.
Wait,
it was.
Did y'all see the bowl, the Beyonce bowl?
Yes, and so that's why I'm just like. But that's what I still don't like the music. But it's just like the performance is just like you just can't skip a Beyonce performance.
No, you
I
cannot.
Skip Renaissance
Exactly.
is just like crazy.
That's
to
what
me.
I'm saying.
So I was gonna say,
Yeah,
now y'all know I'm
exactly
not
that.
like a super beehive. However, I'm never gonna take away from the theatrics and the greatness
My girl
of her
performance.
performances.
My girl
You know, it's a lot, and I appreciate it. I love the perfection. She's a Virgo, and Virgo's such
Big Virgo
perfection.
energy.
I got bad anxiety, so all them people, I like little small shows, so I don't know if I'm gonna be there.
I like intimacy too.
Yeah.
But even since we're speaking about Beyonce, let's even mention Blue, like the discipline that we starting to see with Blue. Oh my!
What
Shout
was
out to
that?
shout out to my
Mufasa?
niece shout out to my niece for getting Mufasa, Lion King,
What y'all
as
about
starring
my
as
brother?
Kiara, the daughter of Simba,
I did not put by my
and Lion
brother.
King 2, Simba's Pride. That is my childhood movie. So y'all, I will be in theaters set watching my niece Blue Ivy do her one.
Yeah, even with Blue
She did her
Ivy,
thing.
it's like
Proud
And she
auntie.
coming back for Cowboy Carter tour and ready
Yeah.
to twirl you girls again and again and again.
she's slowly stepping
Period.
out of her shell. It's just great to see. It's like we
she-
watched you from
She looking more and more.
Would y'all be excited
like
to see a
Beyonce.
Grammys performance tonight from Blue?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know if she. I don't think she is though. But
I
yeah,
mean,
I would be.
If that was an option, I would, because I just love seeing her grow. It's like, you know, watching your niece. Like
You
you
know,
said,
I wonder if she's gonna be like a singer. She gonna, cause she dancing. You know, she doing a lot of like, you know, dancing and performing with her
I
mom.
hope
But I just
not.
wonder what her like. You know what I
It
mean?
seems like
is
they
she
give
gonna
her
be
a lot
a
of
full blown
agency,
performer?
though. Like, they let her choose.
Yeah,
So
no,
think
I
that's pretty
just,
cool.
I'm not saying that. I guess I'm just saying like I'm curious
gives
about
real
where
boss
she's
My girl
gonna
had
have.
her brown skin girl.
I hate to get into my
So Leslie,
therapist
with my
bag,
opinion with that, I
but-
feel like this is just my opinion. I just feel like she gives such boss vibes to where she's gonna be the one calling the shots. You know, I like she
Yeah.
does.
Jay-Z vibe.
Yeah, like it's because Blue's been doing this for so long now. She's been she's laid that foundation, and she's not even a full. How old is Blue
I can
now?
see it. 15.
Oh,
13? So
Whoa.
right,
I can see
she's
that.
13. So it's like
Whoops.
she's been laying
I
the
thought she was
foundation
12.
for so long with the help of
She
her
look like a
parents,
grown
but it's
teenager.
still like I feel like she just gives
Yeah, I
like
need
boss
to,
vibes. Like I'm gonna direct some stuff. I'm putting together this.
I can
whole,
see that. I can see that.
Yeah,
production.
they do give
Yeah.
her a lot of agency, but I got to get my therapy bag really fast. What
What's up?
Beyonce and Blue and Tina Knowles show is Believe in Your Children. Like, they have believed in Beyonce and they pour into her, and now she's pouring into her daughter, and you see that it gives greatness. Like, the consistent belief
Absolutely.
in your children's dreams gives
Yes,
greatness.
absolutely.
Like, you can't say that it doesn't work or it couldn't be, because they, from the jump, like, they were putting her in talent searches, like Leslie was saying, and now Blue wanted to perform, and she let her perform with her, and now that was the like cutest thing, seeing her from going shy to like
Yeah.
I was just gonna
really,
say that's why I'm
like,
really,
she-
I'm
like,
grinning
being
ear to
there,
ear.
and like that's gonna be a core memory she has with that her mother believed in her in front of the world. So
So,
believe in your children.
hallelujah.
Let's pass down some intergenerational love
Absolutely.
and belief.
And break generational curses, honey.
Amen. And so for our next segment, you know we got to get into this or that. This or that.
or this
Ah,
or that.
This or that. This or that. All right. So we are going to go over this or that for our black folks that were nominated for the Grammys. So the first category, we are going to go over Song Over the Year, and shout out to everybody who was nominated for Song of the Year. So for our Song of the Year, we first have a big heavy hitter, #1 diss track record of 2024, Not Like Us with Kendrick Lamar. And then our that is going to be Our Girl, taking back our genre, Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. So is it going to be a this for Not Like Us, or is it going to be a that for Texas Hold'em?
Okay.
Beyonce, you the, oh.
1, 2, 3.
This
Yeah.
What you say? Wait, what you say?
Say it, girl, because we ain't heard you. We ain't heard you, Jazz. We ain't heard
I was so scared
We
to
ain't heard you. We
say.
ain't heard you.
I was so scared to say
us,
that
tell us.
because y'all was gonna come for me.
But no, I didn't hear what you said. What you said, boo?
She said
I heard
that. She
this.
said that. We said this. She said that.
I heard this.
We in unison. We was in choir. We was
She
like,
said that.
I heard that. I said,
I want to hear that. What you said? And I, what is? What?
Someone's got the guns out, but no. So, only because I can't say this for me. I didn't listen. I didn't listen.
to Not Like Us?
No. I thought that was for tech. You said Beyonce first,
No.
She
Beyonce
said-
is that.
and I said, and that's why I said that.
So who you picking to lift? Like who?
So you pick Beyonce? Because you said
Or you
that.
pick Kendrick?
Or you pick Kendrick. This.
Oh, this.
oh, okay.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
All right, y'all, we all with the industry because I was
Right.
like, wait, where's this for?
Well, I want to know because Leslie, you big B, you
Right,
big Beehive.
okay.
So why did you pick
I wouldn't
this?
say I'm big Beehive. I'm a Navy girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
thought
I
she
was
Big
just
Beehive.
saying she's in my like top 2. You know what I'm saying?
She was your inspiration. So
I love her, but look here. That album right there, let me tell you, I was not listening to Texas Hold'em in the gym. When I say Not Like Us, I was in there.
Yeah.
Pumping iron, you feel me? Like I was getting it to Not Like Us. Okay, so yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Okay.
how about you, Fee?
I just feel like he really showed like culture versus culture vulture. Like, since you want to be cute, let me show you how it really is. Let me get niggas
Not
in the
Thought you
culture,
gotta pop out and
vulture.
show.
Let me get niggas in the streets.
Culture,
Let me show you how
vulture.
it go with no security. Let me be
That's
in the
true,
hood.
yeah.
Let me do it for real, not for like the little accent, so I could say ting and pull up. You know, he was calling it out, and I'm very here for that.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Navy.
And you?
So me, I like it because one, the song is fire, the beat is fire, but I also pay attention to visuals. So I think the music video made me like it even more because I paid attention to so many details within the music video, and I was like, oh,
Not
Kendrick.
not even the music video, the live show, right? That was aired. That was streamed.
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh yes.
Imagine,
Yes,
I
yes.
was like, yo, I wanted to be there. Like, I
Yeah.
know that place was thunderous.
Like
But then-
the energy. Probably.
I
Mind
know,
you,
it was,
y'all.
like,
Mind
bouncing
you,
off the walls.
I'm a Drake fan, right? However, it's like he really ate you, like, and spit you out because he, even when he says certain things, you go to Atlanta when you need this, you do this, when you need this. It's like he tried to pop back out with a song with, I think, one of the Atlanta dudes. It didn't hit, and you went back under your rock, and now you try to do selfies. And, it's
And
like,
now
dang,
he-
Drizzy.
I think it was very good to see in like the time where we talking about capitalism and all these big things, like authenticity will always win, because Drake was trying to make it like a money achievement talk, and it was like, no, let's talk about rap, let's talk about culture, let's talk about
rap or do you
the
tweet?
people that we're doing it for. I can go out in the streets with them today.
No, that's where he lost his audience. That's where he lost his support right now.
And what
Yeah.
where I'm going like end it is like at the end of the day, they beef will never be as serious as Tupac and Biggie. But when we say what is like the next hit 'em up,
Yeah. Now, they
let's be real. When we say
number
what's
two.
the
They
hit 'em
number
up
two.
of this generation, let's be real.
Yeah.
Because I heard I
It might be
fucked your
number
But then,
back.
three.
but
Nas
then
and
after
Jay-Z
that,
kinda-
I was about to say, then we got Nas and Jay-Z, and then we
kinda
got
had a thing.
Kendrick.
But that
This
was the
generation.
2000s.
This
This is 2020.
This
But
generation.
you mentioned Biggie and Pac, and I was
that's
only
why-
a baby.
Yeah, that's why I said they might
What
be
I'm
number
saying-
3.
What
'cause
I'm
Nas and
saying is
Jay-Z
Tupac and
kinda-
Biggie was really like one of
Comparatively.
our first male rap beefs.
Yeah.
Bitch, no one ever got on the track and said, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat
Yeah.
motherfucker.
That is true.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably a minor.
I'm sorry, Uncle. My uncle is looking right at you. Biggie is looking right at you.
Not with her. Oh, we got the Biggie show.
They not
He
like
was so
us.
mad.
They not like us.
Love down, but
Like, are you serious?
It's all right. It's all right.
Like, are you
'Cause watch.
serious?
He is looking too.
Oh,
It's all right.
no. The West
It's all
Side
right.
ate him up
and
again.
just and I just and this I'll make this real quick because I just want to know because I've been hearing a lot of mixed things out in my like workplaces and stuff. Are y'all excited for Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance?
Yes.
I feel like I am.
Oh, I've been hearing no's.
No, that man is
Yeah,
an
they were like-
artiste.
Bruh, it was even. I know.
I don't know.
I feel like I am.
I feel like I am because I like the way his mind works. It's less about the beat,
I feel like
but
he's so creative.
He really gets into his cerebral. Like I live and breathe music.
Listen.
Like so,
I
love
a lot
seeing
for me
people
to
like
I think I would. I'm looking forward to it because I love the dancers. So like, there's a few dancers that I've been following on Instagram for some years before they actually start dancing.
They gonna
with
be on
him.
with him?
They've been dancing with him for some time
okay,
now.
yeah.
So every single time
You
I
got a
see them on
personal connection,
stage,
too.
I don't know them personally. I just been following them on Instagram
Yeah,
for years.
yeah.
And I just love like the LA, the Cali culture, the dance culture. So I look forward to that. That
Yeah,
is one thing
I
I'm
think
looking
one
forward
thing about it, like I've been hearing a lot of no's out in the streets, but I just think that people are like, I think people are just like downplaying it. I think Kendrick is really going to throw a great show. So shout out to you,
I think
Mr.
people
Le-
downplaying it
Yeah.
because they wanted Wayne to
Thank
do
you.
it. Yeah, that's all.
So-
it is.
Have y'all
But-
seen Wayne perform lately? And this is from a Lil Wayne fan.
I did.
I've been front row like this close to Lil. I used to love.
But that's so
that
crazy
little
because they
man.
were shading
But
him too, saying he got 3 dreads. So like
That's
just
what I said.
crazy.
He ain't Super Bowl. He
But
Yeah, no, that man dreads, boy, is.
we'll talk about the big ball performance on our next episode. But back to this or that. So now we have the best new artist, and so we're gonna do this, Miss the Alligator Queen herself. Wait, is it crocodile or alligator? No, it's alligator because she was throwing shots at
Alligator.
she was throwing shots at my other girl about alligator. So we go.
And she also has a song called Alligator Bites
So
Never
the
Heal.
alligator queen, Doechii, or that Mr. Shabuzi. So give me 1, 2, 3. This.
We agree. We all agree.
This.
Yeah.
I definitely ain't picking somebody
No
that
shade,
let somebody
but,
mispronounce their
hold
name
on.
all the time.
But boss, who is Shabuzi?
He did the-
He is a country
black
artist,
country
but
And he got that
He did the
everybody
sample,
at
yeah.
the bar.
yeah,
getting
but I
tipsy.
have
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't. That's the only song I know of you, brother.
dead.
It's
No,
shade.
his name Shabuzi. He said this, confirmed it himself. His artist name is because white people could not pronounce his name correctly, and so he just went with it.
Yeah.
And so I don't really like.
Oh, you a yes man.
I don't deal with
like
the tap
that.
dancing like that. So I would never choose a tap dance. I don't care if it was like a trash bag that was like next to it. I'm gonna pick the trash bag, especially if it's black.
Well, not too much of
But
Shabuzi.
Doechii is
Not too much of Shabuzi. Let's get to Doechii. What's y'all tease on Doechii? How y'all feel? Are
Love
y'all
her.
proud of her?
I love her aesthetic. I love when I do see her get highlighted. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I listened to this song. I don't know the song titles, but I do like when I happen to come across a performance of hers or a music video or something. I can appreciate it. I think more artists should tap into their originality like Doechii, but that's my opinion on her. I love her aesthetic and what she has going for herself right now.
I agree. And I think where I seen her and just loved it the most was when she collaborated with Issa Rae.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, yo, this matchup is wild. And I loved it so much. But I agree with you, Jazz, is that I haven't really listened to a lot of her music, but seeing her clips and stuff online, like I literally I just she's
I smile every time I
contagious.
see her. Yeah.
she's
Doechii
contagious.
is not like house cleaning music. It's like intentional listening.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Yeah.
I don't listen to her maybe when I'm just, riding or
I need
doing
to,
stuff
though.
like
I
that.
need
But
to.
there are times like if I'm cleaning or if I'm journaling, like I will listen to her music because it is very intentional. And I like artists like that. It feels like they're talking to you.
Yeah.
Like they're giving you a piece of them to kind of sit with. So
Right.
I really rock with that. She still wants to do that intentionality despite the pressures of constantly, having to do something catchy. Like, so.
For sure.
Baby, when I tell y'all, I don't know if it was an EP or an album, but her last project that she just dropped, I did not listen to it, but that's because I didn't hear about it. And when I tell y'all, she was selling the HE double hockey stick out of Denial is a River. I mean, performance after performance after performance. You just had to sit down and be like, damn, well, let me actually go listen to this. Mm-hmm. The marketing for that music video. Oh.
The video is real cute.
But the marketing for it, the little like teaser clips, like before it was like, you just like... And I literally sat down, listened to Denial is a River, and I was like, wow. I think I might go and listen now. We are sleeping on this woman. So shout out to her team. Shout out to her for working so hard. Because I literally did not know what Denial River was until I just seen her everywhere on it. What was it? Tiny Desk. One of the Tonight shows. Everywhere. So shout out to Doechii because and the fact that the song talks about how hard she worked through the years of her career is like amazing. And the storytelling of that video, so the storytelling of that video, especially the last part where it like goes off from like the 90s kind of theme into like real reality. And you see the audience and
the theatrics. I love it.
So shout out to Doechii. I really pray and honest to God that she gets this win tonight because she deserves it.
I love that.
Next up, we got, y'all know, I think everybody at the table is R&B girlies, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when we talk about best R&B song, y'all better say the right one. So first we have this with my girl SZA saying, life's better in Saturn. And then we have that Miss Money Long, Ruined Me. So give me a this or give me a that. In like 3, 2, 1, this.
Yes.
These are my girls.
Listen, like I said, I've been hanging tough with SZA since Ice Moon. So
yeah, I rock with it because I love me some SZA, period. But then like Money Long, once I listened to her Breakfast Club interview, and then I listened to the song, I was just kind of like
confused.
I was just a little confused because she in her interview she discussed certain things, and I was like, it's okay to heal.
I feel like she's a little angry right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like her interviews, like we all go through things. Of course, she's going through her divorce and whichever it was. Oh, wow. However, her interview was very angry, and everyone knows Charlamagne likes to advocate for therapy, and it was just so cold. And then,
she was just like,
but then listening to the music is just like, hold on. I understand, but you also could heal just a little bit. So it kind of just it was just a lot for me. So I still like her. But right now, I want her to heal so I could feel her. I could feel her music more. That's what it is. That's what it is for me.
Okay, so y'all may have said this. I didn't say that.
Okay.
Because I haven't heard any of those songs.
You have heard Saturn. No. Life's better in
No, she's talking about, you haven't heard Saturn.
No. I heard all of the other ones, but I haven't heard Saturn or Ruin Me. Oh, so I couldn't really give y'all a good.
First of all, I think you should tune into SZA's Deluxe SOS album.
Yeah.
I do agree on that. Okay. So tap in, because if you listen to Saturn, that means you didn't listen to the Deluxe album.
No, that's untrue.
And you ain't heard 30 for 30?
I've heard music off that album. Now, can I
but
name
they play
Saturn.
They also play Saturn on the radio.
Yeah, I haven't looked into the full thing. Oh, okay. Yeah,
but Saturn is really
Saturn is played on the radio, and
especially after I know y'all smoke. So after a good blunt, like you would just be like.
No, but hold on, Hazel said especially y'all. Especially y'all.
I don't do those activities. I'm a Fee.
Especially y'all. Okay,
but
thanks.
Fee, give me a tea.
I like Saturn. I agree with Jasmine. I feel a disconnect with Money Long because I watched that interview too, and
I
feel
wasn't bugging then.
No,
okay. All right.
I feel like either put the anger in the music or work through it so it's not like a disconnect. Because it seemed like she didn't really want to. Like I said this before about JT. I want an artist to be excited about their project. Like if you're like, here, it is what it is. Life is fucked up, but got music to make, bills to pay. I'm gonna be like,
and that's what it was given.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to listen to that because did you like the songs? Is this somebody just gave it to you?
Yeah, it's just not genuine.
I feel like SZA really in this. It's like fully because I know she went through that period of feeling like she had to play the game, but you can tell by her artwork of being an alien and doing interviews, being an alien. Like she's finally feeling like. I'm at my space where
Yeah.
like I'm not grinding. I'm gonna just make the music I want. She's already said that before, that everything she's accomplished all her dreams and everything else is just gravy. So I kind of feel like that in her music. Like life is good, and
That's
you know
good, though.
that's kind of a good thing. So I think that's also why I picked Saturn, because I watched that interview and I was like, damn,
Yeah.
you should have said you was sick, you know,
Something.
Don't
I
know.
be real in and out the media, so I don't be kind of know what's going on. But I do remember, but I can't remember. Like, I do remember the conversation happening, but I can't remember like what the conversation was about. But for like, if anybody knows here, like y'all can answer. If y'all don't, it's okay. But why was Made for Me not nominated again? Because I feel like that was Money Long's like boom, like that was Money Long's like
I don't
hit.
know.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't?
I feel like what I heard was it was like too late, or like it was something
I
about
forgot.
the release date that had a problem with it. Oh yeah, so I think honestly, if Made for Me was on here, it would have had me over Saturn for real, because I feel like that was Money Long's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
baby
that
right
was a
there.
banger.
So that sucks, unfortunately, that it was not out like in between the time to be nominated for. But yeah, but I really liked SZA's Deluxe. Some of them songs was my favorite, and I do agree that she is definitely like stepping into her own like music. Cause yeah, I'm sorry, that I really fucked them cause I missed you and rock shit. I can't. And Beyonce, if you think about going rock, baby, oh Lord, like
She might.
she might.
She might.
Yeah, so
She might tap back into her.
but when SZA gets into R&B, she gets to R&B, and Saturn just make me feel like I'm on another world. And honestly, all of SZA songs like Broken Clocks, Garden Say It Like That,
Cry Baby.
Kill Bill, Cry Baby, Saturn, all her songs make me feel like I'm like on another world. So the fact that she tapped into Alien, like, you know, Alter Ego, like that's
Yeah,
tea. 'Cause
I get a feel from different, each of her projects. It puts me in different places of my
I
life.
could feel it.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, I'm there. Like,
That's
you
what I'm
like
talking
Nana
about.
Yeah, so like,
That's what
and
I'm saying.
I was about to say, so that project definitely had me in a certain space. So like each of her projects just always has me in a certain space.
Yeah.
So I rock with that.
All right.
I like that.
And that was our This and That. Y'all make sure y'all comment down and hashtag us on Twitter, at us on Twitter, of what was your This and That. Okay.
So we just celebrated all of our girls in music. We had a little bit of this or that, but I wanted to shout out a girl to watch. And I feel like this girl is very important for the time we're in for Black people, and that is Trisha Hershey. She is the bishop and minister of the NAP ministry. Her book is Rest is Resistance, and it talks about Black people resting in perpetuity. So she's been seen on a lot of things. She's been interviewed. If you haven't gotten it, get into it, tap into it, follow her. But it talks about rest being radical, especially for Black people, and unlearning that productivity. And I feel like with everything going on, that is a perfect woman for us to watch. And have any of you heard of Trisha Hershey, or do you got any other girls to watch?
I do. So there is a woman by the name of Sunshine Smith Williams. She is a formerly incarcerated individual. She served like over 10 years. She came out about, I'd say 8 years ago or so, and now she has a home basically for women who are transitioning from being incarcerated back to the real world. And she's been raising awareness to that during the month of January. I know we're in February, but January was Women Incarceration Month, Awareness Month.
Okay.
So I want to shout her out for that because she's been doing it for some time, especially like she has books and everything just talking about her journey being an incarcerated individual. She was like a big scammer in New York, and it got caught up to her. So now she's living righteous. And then also just a music artist, THC Billy B from Brooklyn as well. She is doing her thing as an independent artist. A lot of people have known her from being on the song with Lola Brooke, Don't Play With It. But she's just been venturing into her own self, and I love that for her. She has different sounds. Right now she has a song called New York City Girl, but she also had a song that was on like WWE on wrestling. So
Wow.
yeah, so I'm just rooting for her so much because after that, like she got dropped off the song.
Yeah. Well,
You know, people was like, well, what happened to her? What is she doing? She kind of took a little hiatus, but now she's been doing her thing, and I love that so much for her. It's in a different
Avenue. I know you're from the north, so you're familiar with Z100, the radio station. But it was a radio.
Oh, yeah.
The Z100 radio, like her music is on Z100. You know, so her
dope.
being from like, you know, hearing on quote unquote urban radio to actually stepping into a different venture. I love that for her.
Yeah, I think that's good because I was there live during that whole thing. And I was like, wow, I hate that. That was just shady.
It was so hurtful. Like, okay.
Like my girl Issa says, we rooting for everybody black.
Period.
Shout out.
And tap into the NAP ministry if you haven't. Learn about Rest is Resistance.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Do you ladies have anyone you want to shout out?
I really don't. I've been in a real throwback era.
Well, shout out to your damn self then.
Throwback era.
Shout out to your damn self.
Period.
Oh, shout out to my damn self. But if I'm going to name my artist too, I think Up on Horizon, who had a great project this year, was Layla. We did talk about her on one of our episodes as like a girl on the rise. So shout out to her because she had a great project this year.
For
So I
sure.
hope to see hope to hear and see the greatness for her coming up forward in 2025.
That's what's up. I
don't
love
have
that.
anybig.
But shout out to you.
Shout
Well,
out.
shout
to
out.
me.
Right, shout out to you.
Well, shout out to us.
Shout out to Lotto. Big shout out to me. Big shout out to me. Isis. To be real, you can't look me in my eyes, sis. Like right there.
And that's a wrap on the Girls to Watch.
And now that we talked about our girls to watch, we are going to talk about our black businesses to watch. And we're going to shout out to Jillian Anderson for her business called HerRide. This is a business particularly for just women in general. We are in the day of age where we are not calling for taxis anymore. We got Ubers, we got Lyfts, we have everything. And some of these rides is very unsafe for women like us in this day and age where we can just be harassed or assaulted and things like that. So Jillian Anderson made this just to protect us women. So it is called HerRide. It is based in Atlanta, and shout out to her because she is now expanding the horizon to other cities, which is our own actually Charlotte.
Charlotte might be getting her ride.
We might be getting her. So we are just definitely rooting for you, Miss Jillian, Miss Anderson, because we just love this. Like, I don't know, I Uber and left everywhere down boots, and I always to make sure I am protected and safe. And, we want to just send love to those girls that did not get those experiences and things like that. So, yeah, we just want to shout out to you, and we just hope your business expand and, get to those levels where we can just be protected and safe as women.
Period.
Making these businesses household names. That's what we got to do. Okay.
Love that.
Okay, and we want y'all to support her business too. So if you are based in Georgia, please go make sure you go to her ads and support her. We will have it linked down below. Okay.
And that's on period. We are about to get into our Get Free segment where we talk to y'all about how to stay free, get free, and maintain your freedom out here, okay?
Amen.
And period. So we got some tips, right? We got some tips for y'all about how to, set realistic goals. And I just want to give my tip and tell y'all like what my resolution was. And then I want y'all to tell the folks what y'all resolution was, and then like some tips on how they can get after their goals too, especially if they're similar, right?
Yes.
So one of my resolutions was definitely like to make myself my highest priority, because what I realized last year was that I set a lot of goals for myself and also like my business or my professional life, but I prioritize a lot of my professional life. And that part really got to me as I was like looking at my vision board from last year going into this year. And I was like, dang, I accomplished a lot on the professional side, but not so much on the self-love and like pouring in the self side. So that was a huge focus for me in 2025. But one way that I am actually accounting for that time for myself is through this journal that I have. I go in there and I write down what is self-care, and the color is green. So everything I write on there, I'm putting it in green if it has anything to do with like my wellness, my health, my whatever makes me feel good and brings me joy. And what I want to see is when I look at the week, a lot of green. So that's what I think about. It's like positivity, I feel like, is associated with the color green. And it's just like, go, you know. So that's one of the things I use is I use a journal to help me to reflect on last week, get into the next week. And I think that's a good thing to do if there's things you want to keep track of.
I agree. I would agree. This year, I actually told myself that I'm going to get closer to God because I fell off. So
Period.
I actually purchased a purple Bible with gold trimming. It's royalty. And then, you know, I just,
Regal.
so yeah, I read my scriptures every day and drink my tea in the mornings. No, seriously.
too.
It's literally been, since the new year, I've literally just been reading my Bible and
How are you feeling?
I
Like,
feel
how's it make you
good.
feel?
So my stepmom and I, she's starting to call me a minister because like every day I'm asking her like, hey, I don't understand this scripture. Can you explain it to me?
Yeah.
Or I'm sending her Bible scriptures from like the Instagod.
The app.
No, not even
Oh.
the app. On the channel on Instagram.
Okay.
It's like they always send out prayers early in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah, I was in that.
Yeah, so I sent her those prayers, and then we talk about like the scriptures I'd read and things like
Yeah.
that. So then she's also getting older. She just turned 71, so I think she appreciates that as well. But it just makes me feel at home. It makes me feel more to self because, like you said, you put so much into other things as opposed to yourself. So this is also the first time that I've been. Nothing's wrong in my household, but this is the first time that I've been living by myself. You know, Nikki's working in New York right now. So this is literally a time period for me to sit with self. So
Love that.
that's something I've never had the chance to do. I don't have my son, he's in New York with his dad. Nikki's in New York working.
Yeah.
So I don't have my wife and my kid. I just have Jasmine to take care of right
Hey,
now.
period, Jazz.
So
That's what's up.
that's where I'm at.
That's good.
Thank you. Yep.
What about you, Miss Hazel?
Oof. 2024 was an experience. It was an experience. A lot of things happened, and what I noticed was I can kind of like, you know, relate to you on like, I felt like I wasn't taking care of Hazel. And it's not I wasn't taking care of Hazel, but like I was just doing so many things. It just felt like, damn, like I'm not doing anything for me anymore. And it just feels like this world is like just moving, and I had like it feels like this world is just moving. It's just like, dang, like, you know, when have you really sat with yourself? Like I did do a lot of great things in 2024 that I'm so 100% grateful for.
Right.
But it's really like when the year was wrapping and like I really went into the year, like, you know, just looking at everything that happened, it's just like, dang, I'm like, I just didn't have time for myself. And this year did not really start off great for me. And I just wanted to, like, you know, change that. So, yeah, like, this year is just really personal for me. And I just think one of my big things that I just have not really took into is just focusing on Hazel first. Because not saying that everything that I do outside of Hazel is bad, but it's just more like it's always a distraction. And I feel like I have a real problem just with distractions and just, you know, putting a lot of things first and all those things. So this year is really, 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 really personal.
Love that.
I am really focusing onto trying to get closer to God and things like that, and doing my devotionals and like kind of just journaling and just kind of just like sitting down with myself. But it's so hard. Like I've tried it like this month, and I feel like it is so hard, because I'm so used to doing something and doing those things. But I just have to learn and just kind of just realize I'm doing this for a good purpose. And the reason why I want to keep dialing back to that lifestyle is because that's just what I'm used to. But like,
Totally get it.
I got to take care of myself. Like I wake up kind of like, why sometimes, and I just kind of like before I go to sleep, like, or when I get home, like I think I'm going to be getting all these things done. It's just like,
It's okay to do nothing sometimes.
and well, no, I don't like that. I
No,
don't.
for you to take care of you, I feel like it's okay to like.
But
sit
when,
and,
but
like,
yeah, but when, but what you were saying, I was like, I like, oh, it's okay not to do that sometimes. I take that like a little bit too literal.
Okay,
Like, I take it literal. Like, you
don't
know,
take
like,
it literal.
I want to, I just want to just sit in my bed and just kind of just like,
Yeah.
and just Look up in the ceiling and just be like,
Do you have time to do that?
this is the life. Like, that's all I do now.
Okay.
But that's
get what
because
you're
I'm
saying.
trying
Okay.
to learn
Yeah.
to adjust to like
Yeah.
not
Got
doing
you.
something like me. I was a girl that was like on the media doing content or like ballroom, walking balls, getting ready for balls and things like that. And then like all those things I had a relationship. I was like, with my man and X, Y, and Z. And now it's just kind of like, okay, well, now you need to take this time to yourself to worry about yourself and, like, do those
Gotcha.
things. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, I want to do this to take care of myself. I want to do that to take care of myself. But then I'm like, I don't know, like, I don't do that. So now all I want to do is just lay down here and look up at the ceiling and just kind of be like,
You retreat.
yeah, because I'm not used to
Okay,
taking care of
gotcha.
myself.
Right.
But what I'm just learning is just kind of just like keeping prayer with God, just to kind of like, make me my better self and continue to push myself and things like that. Because like, I just need that.
Yeah.
So this year is really just a personal year. So I am off social media for the year. I am taking a break from a lot of things that I used to do like actively and things like that, because I just want to make sure I put me first before anything. Like, I'm not gonna just,
I support it.
I was about to say, like, you have our support. So.
of course. And yeah, so, and it's not like I'm in an era of like people be like, oh yeah, people be like, oh, I'm in an era of like no's, like I'm not doing
Yeah,
this, I'm not
no.
settling for this. But it's just more of a like it's not a no, but it's just like a,
I'm gonna check
can
in
I
with
wait?
myself.
Yeah, like, can it wait?
Yeah.
Like, can I do a rain check on that? Because I just want to
yeah.
make sure I am my best self before I push into things where I know I will be great in. And that's the thing, too. A lot of people be like, you have the potential. You have the potential. You are this. You are that. You are great, X, Y, and Z. And it's like, I get it, but, like, inside, I don't know how it feels.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can always be great, but if I don't feel great in the inside, it's not. If I don't feel great at home under my roof in my bed, I'm not gonna, like, I could be great in there, but I'm suffering myself when I go home and sleep in my bed to do those things. And I want to make sure my home is great so I can go out there and be great at the end of the day.
Period. I agree.
Well, you have our support.
100%.
Thank you, ladies.
What about you, Miss
Fifi, give me the
Phoenix
TT.
Y'all so calm
Fifi.
and serene and nice. I feel
No, hype us
bad.
back up, girl. Get us in
Cause
the
my goal
Turn me up.
is, my goal is, if this fuck me, then fuck you. Cause that's the way I like it. I'm unhinged this year, y'all. All this shit is made up. After seeing what these white people are doing to this country, I'm really like,
God.
fuck this.
Oh my God.
I'm really not on some peace and love type shit. Even Martin Luther King got disillusioned with peace. He was like, you know what? This shit is whack. So yeah, I'm really giving space to my anger and my righteousness, and not like in a toxic way. I'm going to allow for space in my emotions, and this is something I tell my clients: make sure you put you in your schedule. So when you are
That's that
doing
part.
your
That's that part.
when you're doing your vision boards, when you're doing your planner, and I'm a planner girly, I have them stacked up. But when you're doing that, I want you to make sure that you're planning for days you're gonna feel fucked up, for days that you feel like I'm questioning everything. There are some days where you're not gonna want to do anything. There are some days you're gonna be tired because you are, especially if you're a black woman or a fembe, you are constantly being barraged by the system as is. And then you have your individual life. So put time for you in your schedule. Put time for you to be tired. Put time for you to be frustrated. Put time for you to cry. Put time for you to be like, you know what? I don't have any plans right now. I'm overwhelmed. Let me just chill out.
Yep.
I don't have an
I
answer for
agree.
something. Because sometimes in the pursuit of being safe and trying to always fix everything, you don't give yourself enough time to fully think about the weight of what you're doing. And that's how you end up being busy, and your schedule begins to, you feel like it's choking you because you're like, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to go here, I got to go that. Your schedule becomes something that's running you, and it's not you running it.
Yeah.
So make sure as you're planning, you're running your schedule. Like, it's considering you and your feelings and your life and your family. And like I said, a lot of that comes from because a lot of this shit is made up. Like these rules they gave us. Like we be running around like, oh shit.
It's that laugh.
You said, y'all think it's funny. I think it's funny.
It's hilarious. That man got 34 felonies. That man said, actually, I don't want the kids to have school lunch. No. And like we literally have people arguing with him saying he can't do that. And while it's a scary time, it also is a time for you to get angry and be like, you know what? This shit is made up. Yeah.
Courageous.
Yeah. I'm going to do what I want to do. And so I'm not really on no love and light shit right now. I'm gonna get it for me and mine. Because they getting it for them and theirs. So I'm going to get it for me and my community. And I'm going to make sure that my community is included in my plans and in my life. So they can retract all the things they want. But I say that to say, don't be afraid of your big emotions. Hold space for them in your schedule.
To me, that's all a part of self-love as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Even Beyonce say she give herself a day if something don't go the way she want.
Child.
Well, she don't do nothing.
That's
She's
knowing
Beyonce.
yourself. That's knowing yourself.
So you can give yourself a day.
Absolutely.
And that's on period. I think a lot of what we talked about here to summarize is that self-care is one of our highest priorities. Making space for ourselves first, but ourselves in general, carving out time in our schedules for self-care and the things that we love to do that bring us joy. And then also God at the forefront, right? Like that's something that I think all of us can agree on. Here for our resolutions and just, one of the major things I feel like we took from this as far as tips for, how to create realistic goals is that writing it down is what's going to make it concrete. And then also to be very specific about what you want. If you want to build relationships with people, with God, with
Be intentional.
Whoever, you need to, make that concrete so you can build a habit, and then you don't need to write it down in the journal anymore. Yeah. And so that's something good that you can do when you're wanting to, just even reflect on the goals that you have or rewrite them. Shoot, if they ain't meeting the intent, no one said the goal from January got to be the goal in June. So things change,
So for even people who probably don't want to write all the time, I just started journaling on my iPhone, and it sends me a reminder every day to journal in my iPhone. So
voice notes.
You can even do that.
Yeah, you can do audio journaling, jump journaling.
I'm gonna take my chance off for this one because this is what I want people to know. This is what I do. At the end of the day, whoever you believe in, or if you don't believe in, but if you definitely believe in God and you pray, don't pray to give God what you want. Like, oh, I want my house. I want my house. I want my car. I want my job. You need to pray, God, give me the strength, give me the energy to work to get to what I want. We're praying for things that we want, but we're not praying to give me the energy to do it. Because we got to work to get what we want at the end of the day, especially as Black women. We have to work to get what we want. So tell God, pray to God, if you pray, give me the strength and the energy to get to where I need to be. Because if you're just praying for the big come, at the end of the day, what God is telling you, baby, you got to work. You got to work. You got to work to get to where it needs to be. So, baby, pray on it.
I'm going to give y'all some free therapy. I tell my clients, don't say what you want. Write what you're going to do.
Period.
Because it makes it easier.
Action board.
Write what I'm going to do. A goal is what you're going to do. So, write what you're going to do.
Period.
But we praying for y'all. We keep y'all blessings, and let's toast to accomplishing them goals.
Get free up in here. Get free up in here.
Clink, 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 clink.
Before we wrap up, I want to let you guys know that the Carefree Black Girl tour is coming in 6 weeks. So make sure y'all stay tuned to that. Follow us on all platforms, Carefree Black Girl. Stay in tune. Stay connected with our conversations on Threads. We are active on Threads. We are still active on Twitter. Use our hashtags, Carefree Black Girl. You can even follow us on X, Twitter, CFBG Pod, Instagram, Carefree Black Girl. We out. We around. We here. I am Jasmine Taylor. Follow me on Instagram. Hazel, go ahead, babe.
It's Hazel Harvey, out the way, out the mix, and drinking her wine, and minding her business. Big Glass.
All right, it's your girl Big Glass, your favorite veteran turned entrepreneur and content creator. Y'all can find me on YouTube mainly every Sunday at 3:30. What's up, doctor?
It's Dr. Phoenix Lux, your favorite fantasy baddie and therapy. You can find me at Phoenix Lux everywhere. I just started a Substack. You can find me there as well.
Yes.
And I just want to say to the Black women and Femme, stay dangerous.
Mhm.
Bye.
Yes.